Wife of 13 years cheated on me while in rehab. My wife and I had been married for 13 years, and we have 3 small children, all under the age of 8. A couple of years ago, she abused her prescribed Adderall, and the withdrawals caused her to lose her job that same month. She told me what had happened. At first, she blamed her withdrawal symptoms on her severe anemia. We worked through it. I helped her find a new job and started regulating her medicine. I controlled the supply and distribution of the pills. That seemed to work for about a year and a half, until I noticed random charges, around $80 at a time, at a so-called nutrition store nearby. When I asked her about it, she told me it was for a case of energy drinks that she kept at work. Later, I found out was actually bottles of something called nootropics, which contain shanaptine. People call it gas station heroin. I confronted her, and she broke down. She said she would stop, that she knew it was bad. Fast forward 6 or 7 months. She called me saying she was having trouble breathing and was shaking violently. One of her coworkers drove her home. She kept lying until I finally got the truth out of her. The nutrition store had stopped selling the pills, so she had taken 60 stacker 2 pills in one go. I brought her family into it, and she agreed to go to inpatient rehab. Then I found out she had been secretly opening and maxing out credit cards in her name to buy the pills, to the sum of $20,000 in just about a year. During her first week in rehab, she texted daily and video, called the kids every weekend. Everything seemed okay. Then came the first family therapy session. I went in person, and it was a half hour of her telling me how awful I'd been throughout our marriage. She wouldn't even look at me. She sat with her back turned the whole time. 3 days later, she rerouted her payroll to her Venmo account without telling me. Then she asked me to send her Venmo card so she could use it for small purchases. I sent it right after that. She told me she wanted to separate, so we could work on ourselves, and then come back to the marriage. I knew it was bullshit from the start, but no one believed me. I kept calling her therapist and got no response. A few days later, they told me I was removed as her emergency contact, and I was no longer. That wrecked me. I didn't know why she was shutting me out. Everyone told me I was being unstable, just because I wouldn't let it go. But we had been married for 13 years. I knew something was wrong. I joined a few NA and on therapy groups for family members. People there warned me to watch out for the so-called 13-step. I looked it up, and it nearly drove me insane. I started going through her phone records and saw some unfamiliar numbers, so I called them. One of them was a guy she met in rehab. He told me everything. They had been flirting constantly, sending nude photos back and forth, and yes, they had hooked up once before he left the program. I asked him to send me the texts, and he did, 50 pages of them. When I asked her if she had cheated, she called me a piece of shit for accusing her of infidelity after everything we'd been through. So I sent her back one of the nude photos she had sent him, and then I disconnected her phone. To make it worse, I tried informing the rehab facility about what was happening, but they told me they had no control over what she did romantically. Then they tried to report me as unstable to the state. Total bullshit. Aren't they supposed to supervise people under their care? According to their own intake materials, men and women are supposed to be separated. Or she hasn't called or even asked about her kids in 3 weeks. I honestly think her brain is fried, and I don't think I could ever forgive her for this. The other day, I got a random letter in the mail from her. She said she blames me for her addiction, that I should have gotten her help sooner. She actually said I benefited from her being an addict, like filing bankruptcy was some big win for me.